welcome to my physics lesson. Today we're going to be teaching you physics and more specifically impulse. So the question is, this force time graph shows the force applied to a stationary ball on a table with negligible resistance. The ball weighs 400 grams. What is its final velocity? First of all, we need to know that impulse is equal to force times time, or in short, Newton seconds. And the area under the graph will also be equal to Newton seconds. So the area under the graph is equal to the impulse. So base times height divided by 2 will be equal to the impulse. Ten times 3 divided by 2, which gives us 15 Newton seconds. We also know that the impulse is equal to the change in momentum. So we know that it's 15 kilogram meters per second between the start and the finish. And because we have a stationary ball at the start, we know that the initial velocity, initial momentum is going to be 0. So 0 plus the 15 that we've just worked out gives us 15 at the end. We also know that a 400 gram ball, or because we need to use kilograms, 0.4 kilogram ball, and we need to work out the speed. So 15 divided by 0.4 will give us that speed, which is 37.5. Here's our second question for impulse. This force time graph shows the force applied to a ball moving at 10 meters per second. After the 9 seconds, the velocity is 7 meters per second. Assume resistance is negligible. What is its mass? From question 1, we know that impulse is equal to force times time, or ns, and impulse is also equal to change in momentum. And the area under the graph is also equal to impulse. Here, the only difference with the graph is it goes under the x-axis. So to do this, we simply work out the area of the one above and the one below, and take the one below away from the one above. So, base times height divided by 2. 4 times 1 divided by 2 is equal to 2. We're then going to split this one up into 3 regions. 2 times 1 divided by 2 is equal to 1. 2 times 1 divided by 2 is equal to 1. And 1 times 1 divided by 2 is equal to 0.5. 2, not 1. If we add the 1, the 2 and the 0.5 together, we get 3.5. But we do 2 minus that 3.5 to give us the overall impulse of minus 1.5 Newton seconds. Because we don't have the mass, we need to use a different equation. The equation we use this time is Ft is equal to mv minus mu, where m is the mass, v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, and Ft is the impulse. So minus 1.5 is equal to 7m take away 10m, or minus 1.5 is equal to minus 3n. So m would be equal to minus 1.5 over minus 3, or 0.5 kilograms. And that's all you need to do for impulse. Thank you for watching.